Instagram. Good morning. Hello, everyone. I am Tanisha Shanae, Miss Inspiration here, and I have been missing in action for the last couple of days. Some of you may know, a lot of you don't, but some know. My mom she is in the hospital, and I have been, taking care of her and going back and forth. Good morning, General. Hope you're having a blessed morning. So I have not been live because of that. And I just thank you. Some of you inboxed me and was like, what happened to my message on Sunday? My podcast is still going to happen. Today is not a podcast day. I will be recording for that probably later on this week. But I had to come and talk to y'all. I got to talk to y'all. So, y'all hear about this Common and Tiffany Haddish, right? So, Common and Tiffany Haddish started to date in 2020 during the global pandemic. I had to sip for that one because I need y'all to just understand some things. So, I'm looking at all of these comments, and it really just shines a light on relationships and the fact that we really don't know how to have healthy relationships, right? Healthy relationships, it seems like it's one of those taboo things. Like no one knows what it really is. Good morning. No one really knows what healthy relationships are. So when we start seeing things that we're not accustomed to, we tend to start believing like, oh, that's an excuse. Oh, that's not real. Now, again, this conversation is stemming from the whole Tiffany Haddish and Common breaking up and the outrage that people have. Now, based off of what Common said, Tiffany Haddish has not said anything about this, but Common stated that they broke up because, he's doing his stuff, she's doing her stuff. And when the world opened back up, they pretty much went into grind mode. We got to remember, these were people that did not get stimulus checks. Okay, these are people that literally every time they do a project, they're getting millions of dollars or at least six figures. And now that money is taken away during a global pandemic. So, of course, you're dating someone, you have nothing but adequate time. So they sitting back, they enjoying their time, kikiing because they're in quarantine together. And when the world opened back up, that first check, whatever that check might have been, they went to go do what they had to do. Now, at the end of the day, yes, we will make time for the things that we desire. However, I also believe that every person that we date is not meant to be our forever person. We got to get out this mindset. First of all, before you even do that, we need to start discerning, do I even need to entertain this relationship or not? That's a whole nother topic for a whole nother day because some of us are not discerning anything, right? Some of us are not discerning anything. We're just going in because it looks good, because it's comfortable, because this person I know. No. Stop doing that. Go into these relationships discerning. Go into these friendships because that's really what it is. Go into the friendship discerning, like, is this person supposed to be my person? Right? And so when you start doing that, you are now able to figure out if I need to even entertain this relationship. And if I do entertain this relationship, is this going to be my forever person or is this just going to be a lesson or a blessing? Every person that we are with is not going to be your husband. So that's really the main problem that I have with people because some of y'all don't even understand that. You meet someone, he's fine, he got a nice body, he got a nice car. Oh, that's my husband. Did God say that? And again, this is not even coming from a religious standpoint. This is coming from a relationship with God. I ask God all the time. Any dude that comes my way now, I'll be like, Lord, did you send this man over here? Because if you do not send him, I'm not entertaining it. Get into that habit, right? So whether or not they did that, Tiffany and Common did that, I don't know. But when they broke up, I can understand that because two things. One, everyone is not your person. So if you got to force it, it's not your person. If you got to fight for it and you got to fight hard by yourself, it's not your person. walk away, right? It's better to walk away before anything happens. It's better to walk away before you start cheating, before you start abusing, before you start making little snide comments, before you start sliding into the next person's DM, trying to set up and prepare for the next relationship. No, walk away. The second thing is we're talking about two people that are operating in purpose. If you're not operating in purpose, you don't understand these two people. That's really the problem. Yeah, I know I'll be sipping my little coffee over here because y'all know what I'm saying is right. If you're not operating in purpose, it's hard to understand people that are operating in purpose. This is the reason why I can't have conversations with everyone. Why? Because some people are not operating in purpose. So when they hear people who are talking about, like I'm focused on my goals, I'm focused on this. A lot of people are just conditioned. I wake up in the morning, I go to work. I finish work, I come home. And that's it. They only put the 8 hours in. They don't do anything else outside of that. So when you're seeing a person who's out here like, look, no, I got to get up in the morning. I got to do this. I got to do this. And they have a set because they have purpose to accomplish at the end of the day that looks foreign to you. So here were two individuals who are like, I'm doing my thing. She's doing her thing. And it's just not going to work. You know what? It's best to just part ways. And then the third thing is that every relationship does not have to end toxic. Everyone is not going to be a DaBaby and that little girl Danny. Everyone is not going to be a Tyrese and his ex-wife, right? Everybody's not going to be that. People are going to be able to say, you know what? We're not meant to be together. I wish you well. You can still be cordial. He put up a post for her birthday. OMG. Did y'all see the comments that came with that post? Oh, you fake, you this. Yeah, if you really wished her happy birthday, you would have stayed with her. Why? I am so thankful that there are guys that I have dated that if I was to see them in the street, I could wave at them. I don't have any animosity. I don't have any ill feelings because guess what? I have come to an understanding they were not my person. So there's nothing for me to feel. I don't have to feel anger. I don't have to feel rage. Why? Because you're not my person. And it's better for us to part ways than for me to sit here and be in resentment, for him to sit there and to be in whatever feelings he's in. It's better to be able to part ways and just look at each other and be like, I wish you well. But y'all don't understand that. Can we make it normal that people can have healthy endings? Like your relationship can end on a healthy note. It does not have to always end where everybody, I call it the midnight story drama. Because that's where they start posting and stuff, 2:00 in the morning. And I'm up 2:00 in the morning. And I be on, Shade Room, they be posting that. And I be like, dang, what happened? Why y'all just can't end the relationships and go about your business and start healing? This is the reason why I guarantee you, if more people started to heal, we would not have as much toxic. Because it's the other thing that I had said, because I had said this in a comment this morning. Because somebody was like, yeah, because I was just basically saying, if that's not the person, that's not an excuse to me. If you want to put your priority of your business, of your, your purpose, your whatever the assignment that you're working on that time before love, there's nothing wrong with that. There are people out there, I would rather you do that than to you to have me in a relationship where I'm feeling single. Now, I've been in that, and that's not healthy either, right? Because I remember being with someone, he was in purpose. He's out there, he's in the limelight, he's doing what he's doing. And I'm sitting at home and I don't have the life to go with him because I'm still working a 9-to-5 and he did not have a 9-to-5. So right there was already unequally yoked. Okay, so this is why I say to people, unequally yoked is also deeper than just saying, well, he doesn't go to church and I go to church, so we're not equally yoked. Sit down. I need to really dive into that. I'm actually going to do a master class on that because I think that whole terminology is too religious, right? So y'all don't understand it. Y'all hearing, y'all's like, oh, I'm not religious. No, stop. Think about this, because if a person is in purpose and you're not in purpose, you're not going to understand each other. It's going to be two different worlds, right? I'm a laptop lifestyle person, right? The only reason why I am right now in New York is because my mom is in the hospital. But if my mother was well, I would not be here because I was supposed to have been somewhere else right now. I was booked to go somewhere else because that's my lifestyle. So if I meet someone who doesn't understand that, we're going to always clash because he's going to feel some type of way. Oh, because it's cold. So where am I going? I'm going where it's nice and warm. When my mom gets out the hospital and she's fine and she's okay, the first place I'm going is down to Florida. I'm going to either Tampa or Miami. And if I'm with someone and they don't understand that, that's already unequally yoked. That's going to cause conflict in the relationship. So you have to start understanding that and start realizing the lifestyle that you live is the lifestyle that you should want your partner to mimic. That person should have that. It should be at least in alignment. This is why your lifestyle has to align. This is why you can't wait to meet that person to start living that lifestyle. I'm just saying, we got to start knowing how to have healthy relationships. And I get it. I don't know. I have yet to have like this amazing healthy relationships, but I know I am not going to repeat what I have experienced before. So this is the reason why I can say, yes, the last two situations that I had, I was able to walk away knowing this is not what I want. This is not going in the direction that I desire. It is not healthy. I don't hate you. I don't feel like you're horrible. You're just not my person. So I'm going to leave. I'm going to step away. We can go your way. I wish you well. I wish you healing. I wish you to find that individual that's going to make you happy. I wish you to find the lifestyle that's going to make you happy. And then I'm going to do the same thing. It does not have to. Did anyone ever see me post anything? F this dude. Oh, I can't stand. All men are trash. Y'all ain't never seen me one time write anything like that because it wasn't that serious. Because I came with peace, understanding. Some endings just need to end. This is the reason why y'all not happy, because y'all not ending the relationships that should have ended about 5-10 years ago. Okay? Don't be like me. I was in a relationship for 2 years with somebody. The day that he asked me to be his girlfriend, I have found out what I realized as I cultivated my relationship with God. God was punching me in the stomach spiritually, telling me, no, don't do it. Like, I remember this. I was like, he was standing right in front of my building. He was like, you want to be my girl? And I just got this feeling like somebody was just punching me in my stomach. When I realized that was the Holy Spirit saying, run and say no. And I did not. Guys, I want you to all to have healthy love. And I want us to have healthy love even if we're just by ourselves. Because that means that you're working on healthy self-love. You get what I'm saying? So until you get that healthy love, this is the reason why it's hard for us to find healthy love, because we don't have healthy self-love. Because some people are right now single and they're sitting here miserable. They're sitting here, you're sad, right? The holidays are coming up, right? We're in the holiday season. You know, people start posting up their, matching pajamas, and people start feeling some kind of way. Oh, I wish I had that. So what do? They go out there and they find anything to attach to because that's what they're accustomed to. We have to stop attaching to, because that's what we're accustomed to. Attach to what is right for you. Attach to what you're supposed to have. And until that comes, stand in your glory. Stand by yourself. Enjoy your time. Learn how to love you. Learn how to love you. When you start learning how to love you, I guarantee you, it's going to be so much easier for you to walk away from what is not meant for you. When we have that self-love, like I said, I shared this on my beautician the other day. The last person that I was dealing with, I walked away the day before my birthday. Everyone was just like, who would do that? So people were expecting me to be all sad, crying, emotional. I can't be sad and emotional when I understand this is not going to make me happy in the long run. Not the way it is right now. And some people are not willing to do that work with you. So as a person, I know my role. I know that I am a fixer, right? If you are a fixer in a relationship, then you have to learn that if a person is not willing to fix with you, there's nothing that you can do. You are going to hurt yourself. You are going to put more stress on yourself because you're going to be the only one fixing, right? Imagine one person trying to build a mansion by themselves. One person. Is it impossible? No, it's not. But it's going to be difficult. Absolutely. Because if that person has to also be the one that has to build, do the electrical work, do the plumbing, that person has to do absolutely everything. It's going to take them a lot longer. It's going to be a much longer process. It's going to be a lot harder. It's going to be definitely worth it for that person at the end because they did it with their bare hands. But that doesn't mean that they have to do everything on their own. Sometimes we have to open up our mouths and say, hey, I need help. And in a relationship, a healthy relationship, you need help. And that help is going to come from your partner. And I knew that I was not going to receive that from that particular person. Again, doesn't mean that the person is not doesn't mean that the person is a bad person. Person is not. I just understand that if I want different, I cannot keep doing what I've done before. So I had to take either step away and walk away. And I had to be okay with doing that because I understand that these are the things that I need. These are the things that I desire. And if I'm not receiving that, I can step away. You can get some time. And if you feel like this is something, like the one thing that I said, and I feel like a lot of people, especially people that have been single for a long time, they don't know how to insert a person into their life, right? Children, they are better at accommodating children because they feel obligated. Like, well, that's my kid, right? But a relationship is still optional. I mean, children, to some people, obviously, children are also optional, but we're not going to talk about that. But I've seen men who will go hard for their kids, and I love that. But they won't even put half of that, quarter of that energy into the loving relationship with maybe the mother or the father. And again, some people are going to do what they want to do, and you got to be okay with that. But you have to realize, how do you go along with that journey? See, I used to be that person. That person is just going about their business, living their life. And Tanisha's the one trying to hold on, and I'm trying to be the glue. No, stop trying to be the glue for everything. It's okay. It's healthy to walk away. It's healthy to not hate the person. It's healthy. These are healthy things, and we need to see this more often. Not try to tear it down, not try to make it seem like people are crazy or, they're making excuses. No, people are not making excuses. People are just saying that we don't have to continue to do what we have been doing because it's not working for us. This is the reason why there are people in their 30s divorced 2 and 3 times already. But y'all gonna talk about them too. So which one is it? Do you want people to stay in relationships and just marry every person that they think they are in love with and in fact is infatuation? Or do you rather them walk away and say, you know what, this is not my person. I'm gonna step out your way so your husband can find you. Y'all see that meme when the guy be like, how are you? She be like, I got a man, I got a boyfriend, and he be like, well, I want to be your husband. Sometimes our boyfriends are blocking our husbands, and your girlfriends is blocking your wife because you're trying to hold on to something that's not meant to be there. It's ended. It ended a long time ago. If some of y'all really do a self-evaluation, your relationship ended a long time ago. And a lot of times you are the glue that's holding it together. You are the one that's pulling it together. And that's not fair to you because I guarantee you're hurting. I know how that feels. I've been there to sit and just be the person just trying to be the glue of trying to make this person love you and love you back the way that you want. And you're chasing after them. Like I said, I love every person that I have ever been with, but I understand now when I sat back and I'm just like, yeah, that relationship ended this time. That relationship ended this time. Like I said, I was telling someone last night, the person that I was with, if I would have had that child in 2011, the child that would have been 10. Like that relationship, like I said, that was the relationship when he asked me to be his girlfriend, I got punched in the stomach. So God was trying to tell me from day one, like, no. And then there was like so many other indicators. And even during the pregnancy alone was a clear indicator. This was not going to be healthy. The pregnancy alone, because I was by myself for the entire 3 months until I had the miscarriage. And even on the day that I had the miscarriage, I'm like, yo, I need you to pick me up, or can you take me to go get the DNC? And he's like, no, you got to figure that out. And I was by myself, but I stayed in that relationship after all of that happened. So I had clear indicators that this person was not for me. And I stayed for 2 years. When I left, when I found out he was married and he had 3 kids. 2 years into the relationship, this is when I found out this man was married and had 3 kids in a whole nother state. That's when I left. I had ample time. God gave me nothing but indicators. He gave me all evidence. It was like evidence, walk away, evidence, walk away. So yes, this is what y'all have to do. But the other part that I'm seeing is that a lot of you don't know what you even want in a relationship. You don't know what that looks like. Again, some of you are not operating in purpose, right? You're not operating in purpose because your mindset is when that person comes, then I can operate in purpose. That's the wrong way. Because believe it or not, we don't know what your purpose is. And we don't know how God wants to use you. So some people need to see you in the element of your purpose so that they can discern whether or not they can live and deal with that. See, the person that I was with, the person who was in the limelight, he was, like I said, if I play his song right now, everybody be like, oh, that's so-and-so. Yeah, I know. So he was already there. And so when I started to share my story and I started to get into publications, mind you, this was the person that encouraged me to share my stories. He was like, tell people about your weight loss, encourage them. I guess he meant like on a local, in my neighborhood, maybe on Facebook. So when I started to get into major publications, that's when I started to see the distance. That's when I started to hear the little snob comments, oh, now you want to be famous. And I'm like, wow. So I understood, and seeing his dating patterns before and even after, I'm able to see, oh, you're the type of person, he's never dated another celebrity. We got to think about these things. Some people can't handle the calling and the anointing on your life. So they're not going to be, they can't understand that. So when you are operating, or if you're waiting to operate in that walk, when that person gets there, you're going to start doing it when the person gets there. They're going to be like this, oh, I didn't sign up for this. Right? So that's why I'm like, it's not a bad thing. So start focusing on your purpose. Because when you focus on your purpose, guarantee you, the person is going to see you. Right? They're going to see you. This is why in my book, Dear Single in Love, I want everyone to go get this book. I know, you see how crazy, I read this book often. Dear Single in Love. This book is available right now on Amazon. Right? Get this book. Everybody needs to get this book. The first chapter, and at this point, it's not just for women. Men, y'all need to read this too. Because some of y'all don't know what the season of single means. That's the first principle. A lot of y'all need to read chapter 3, the characteristics of a purpose mate. A lot of y'all need to read that. But y'all really need to read the chapters about healing and about finding your purpose. When you start healing, you don't want what everyone else wants. You don't want the unhealthy. When you start healing, you don't want to just be in a relationship just to say you're in a relationship. When you start operating in purpose, you are extra cautious about who you attach yourself to. Because at the end of the day, there's a bigger goal in the end. There's even more that you're more that you're worth, because now you have this amazing purpose that you're cultivating and that you're working towards. So it is better. Right now, you're single. Don't get upset. Don't get frustrated. Don't look at everyone else. Don't let this holiday season tear you down. Use this time to start thinking about, God, what is my purpose? What am I here for? Because I want to be on track, and then I want to get on that track, because when that person comes along and join me, there's not going to be as much friction. Again, it's not going to say it's going to be perfect, because nothing is perfect, but you're not going to have as much friction trying to get through these things. I'm just saying, we got to think about healthy love. We got to think about how relationships end. And we got to just remember that things can end in a healthy manner. And when you heal, you will start to see that. And when you're in purpose, you will start to see that even more. Because if you're not operating, I can't deal with a man right now who is not operating in purpose. I can't do that. That's hard for me, because I'm in purpose. I know what I need to do. I know my own struggles of dealing with being in purpose. So when you're dealing with someone who doesn't know it at all, and who's totally oblivious, who don't even believe in it, see, that's a whole different level. Because some people don't even believe that purpose exists. So this is a whole different mindset. So when you start thinking about that, and you start like, oh no, I can't be around that. I want y'all just to think about these things. So when y'all look at the Commons and the Tiffany Haddish and how they respectfully and mutually step away from one another, you don't think that they're crazy. or you don't believe that it's fake and phony and fill the excuses. But when all the ratchet stuff happens, y'all be like, oh yeah, y'all jump on those bandwagons. Get off those bandwagons, because that's not something that any of us should ever want. That should not be our portion. That should not be our prayer. We should not want any of that. So I just came on, like I said, this was just hitting me hard this morning. I was just like, look, Lord, I'm gonna just go live because we need to keep having these conversations. So again, just the last, Dear Single in Love, get your copy. It is available on Amazon. It's in Kindle, and it's paperback, as you see here. And then this year, I came out with my prayer journal. So this is just a regular journal, but it has different prompts for you to write different letters to your future spouse. Okay, so this is your prayer journal. So both of these are available on Amazon right now. So go ahead and get your copies. I will be doing another reading and probably a fast at the turn of the year. I did one in November for both. We did the 7-day prayer and fast, and we did the reading for the book. And I think it was just so much revelation. I do want to join you. I do want to invite you to join my text community. So you can text 855, so text join to 855-781-5659. Text join to this number, and you will be able to join my text community. And I will be able to give you inspirational messages as well. A lot of times I do, and I do a lot of messages in my inspirational group. So if you're also interested, head over to the link in my bio or go straight to TanishaShanae.com/hello and my exclusive lifestyle coaching group. I do various workshops. So definitely head over there, join me, because I go deeper into a lot of these topics. I go deeper into a lot of these teachings because these are things that, and again, this is a community of like-minded individuals. So if you are ready to sit with like minds who are looking to cultivate a healthy, healed lifestyle with purpose, on purpose, then that is the place for you. So again, TanishaShanae.com/hello, and you'll be able to join. And then those who are watching on Facebook, Instagram, Facebook, or YouTube, you can see the link. It's straight up. Go to patreon.com/TanishaShanae, and you'll be able to join my Inspirational Trailblazers lifestyle coaching group. So I hope you guys enjoyed this. Thank you for spending some time with me. Share this, because we need to have healthy relationships. So I need more people to know about this, right? So go ahead, share it. I love you all. Be well, be great, and enjoy.